no drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell them run it up. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold. Bang roll, on the go. Ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and my only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Yes, sir. Happy Wednesday today. Let's see what we have going on in the market. Obviously, some movement here on GJ itself over Asian session. One of the biggest moves we've seen in a while, to be honest. Let's explain what happened here and why, of course, and then we're going to take it from there. So those who are watching this week's webinar, and the WOP content should see that concept that we talked about happen here, right? That no bottom wick concept, right? And then the next candle, what it does. It's a nice little example there, right? Such bullish momentum. Shouldn't really care about making a bottom wick because of the bullish momentum, but still, what we see the next candle do after that one, make the wick for it. So that's a nice example, recent example of that. Bro, 2 trades, GJ won, gold lost. Or what did you try on gold, I assume? GJ, yeah, all you had to do is close your eyes, press buy. I think you'd be alright over Asian. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Start off with the calendar today. Today's going to be, oh, where are we? News calendar. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Boom. Calendar here is a big day today in the markets here. We had Trump speaking overnight, which was done, speaking about tariffs and stuff, which is actually why we've had some of this move. I'm going to explain more, but today is a big day. It's CPI day. So yesterday we had Powell speak here. So I'm going to speak more about this when more people come in, as I want them to hear this, some great information. But CPI, they're expecting numbers to come back the same. As I said, once more people show up, we're going to speak all about yesterday's Powell speech, today's Powell speech, CPI, and also we're going to speak about the yen. A lot of fundamentals happening today, and definitely going to be interesting. I'd say NY is going to be a little bit tough to trade here. Not really too many windows. Say maybe after 7 p.m. my time, we'll get a little bit cleaner here. So 7 p.m. my time, you know, which is going to be about you know, 9, what time EST actually? 10, right? It's 10? No, NYC, no. Yeah. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock NY session, you know, EST time, if I've got my conversion correct, hopefully. But yeah, you know, that's really when we're gonna see maybe cleaner price action. Before, should be a little bit tricky, I assume. Between, it's kind of a hit or miss, right? Depends if a setup is able to come between 5:30 to 7. It's very close time. So we're gonna see how that ends up forming. Yesterday, after the speeches, price action was pretty clean. So let's have a look at GJ here. Obviously, daily candle is closing bullish. We should be able to identify that. Where are we closing bullish? We didn't close back in the previous range we closed at, but today has already done the business you would expect the daily candle to do. So we've done most of the move here. We've done most of the move on this candle here. We're approaching this previous daily resistance. Wonder if it's the same as the 4 hour. That 4 hour is completely wrong. There we go. A little bit lower the 4 hour. If we're looking at that 4 hour, that's our next realistic target here in terms of structure. Where we're at right now is a previous level here. I want to see if that's where our 15-minute resistance was made. Would be interesting to see that. P4S. So I want to see if that's where our previous one was made. If we're looking at 1 hour time frame here, yeah, that's where our 1 hour was made here as well. I mean, everything is pointed bullish, but we've had such a big move. It's very hard to say if this is just going to be pure continuation or what. Once we get above here, yeah, buys make sense on setup 1, but just as well, we could see price, you know, end up forming just a bigger range, you know. We are clean back up to at least key level here, would be the next target. And it's just a question of, is there going to be more volume to come in here? Now, I don't really like the fact to buy at this high, especially after such an aggressive move here. I mean, we only have, out of this whole move, couple of 2 1 hour candles bearish. I mean, it's rough. It's rough. If it's going to fake out, this is where it's going to do it. I really rather buy from pullbacks. Pullbacks would be nice to buy from here. Continuation buys would love to see liquidity grab first. So if I can get some sort of like liquidity grab, then get above, yeah, that would be cool. That would give me confidence that price tried to go down. It faked out from the downside, and now we're continuing up. So yeah, that's what I'd be looking at on GJ here. But the best move came in Asian around 3 a.m. here, this one here. 3 a.m. my time. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but very simple setup one. Clean candles to the left. Nice liquidity grab on this candle. Yeah, very simple trade, this one here. Bottom wick breaking the high, and then what continuation? Could you expect this continuation? Not always, right? Not always. So if we're looking at gold here on the other hand, okay, gold, you can see what I've drawn here. Potential is already playing out that. So daily time frame here is closing bearish. First real, I would say better than this bearish close. This is more setup 3 bearish close. This is more significant with a rejection wick bearish close that we've had since realistically this big breakout here. 4-hour time frame on the other hand is also closing bearish here, so we do have a bearish bias today. And it's going to be interesting with CPI. It's going to be interesting with CPI to see how price reacts. We are seeing some dollar strength come into the market as the Fed want to basically hold rates higher for longer here. So we see a little bit of dollar strength come in, nothing too crazy, as the majority of the dollar strength has basically come in here. So we are seeing, you know, a little bit of pullback on gold, nothing crazy. Mainly we just see that as, you know, holding rates seem to be the play here, but tariffs is definitely keeping things at bay. I think CPI is cooking for something. If we're looking at all time frames here, you know, sells do make sense below this support. I'd be interested to see what happens at this previous 1 hour here. Just to see what happens at this 1 hour. It's actually was a resistance. So, you know, sells below these lows can make sense here. Setup 1 simple. I mean, we've got a lot of rejections from here, so love to see structure then close below, or structure below this would be the plan here. I was originally looking for this sell here to get up to these highs and then reject and then look for sells back down, but it's kind of done that early already and not really given me as deep of a retracement. I was hoping to close somewhere up here and then we get a bearish candle form from here. Then we can look to take sells from up here down. That was actually looking extremely juicy, basically something like this or like this. But yeah, some very heavy downside movement, retraced the movement and then came back down. So worst case scenario today, which we will be safe from, is if price decides to respect these lows and we just get stuck in a range until CPI, which is possible as well. I'm not really going to be looking to take a buy just yet, just because we have bearish bias. I don't want to disrespect bias, even though higher time frame we're extremely bullish, right? Higher time frame extremely bullish. So, you know, if we do start to break second structures, we can look at buys. But right now, in this market positioning, buys is not going to be the ultimate option. Not ultimate is the word I'm looking for, but like the straightforward option, I would say, you know. So we'll have to see. I tried to sell below the mark you mentioned, but the candle flipped and went up. Yeah, but you're selling at support, right? That's an easy way to lose a trade. Never should sell at support, right? So if you're selling at support, then that's a very, very difficult thing to do there, right? If you're talking about this sell up here, yeah, that's unlucky, I guess. That was valid. Unlucky liquidity grab, you know, but this sell right here, yeah, that makes no sense, right? So if we were to look at DAX here, last but not least, no, this one here is not unlucky. This one here is not a good idea selling at support. So you have to send a chart which one you took, because I don't know, right? I don't know. It's not clear to me, or at least tell me the price, right? So DAX here on the other hand pushed beautifully up in NY. Actually, NY gave a better move than London yesterday. We actually saw NY give the continuation. So we saw it push up, break out. Speeches came. Speeches retraced price a little bit here. And then we got the real move, which was about 7:15. So just after speeches, we got the real move. And then we continued for the rest of the session up. We continued for the rest of the session and moved. Pretty good move. What's that? 106 points. So pretty decent move. Daily time frame is still closing very strong bullish here. 4-hour time frame is closing mixed actually. So not a bullish close, but also not the most bearish close here. So whenever I notice a mixed session, sometimes it can end up being a sketchy session. Now, I have noticed that news days, big news days, sometimes DAX can be a little bit iffy. So breakout today is the play. It's the play here is a breakout. Would be what I'm looking for on price. Trade all-time high here. But, oof, you know, it's uncomfortable, but I guess it's what we're playing with. I think it's a simple plan. And you kind of have to give it the shot, and if it fails, it fails. So we're going to see how that happens and just wait for at least Frankfurt Open. If the breakout happens right at Frankfurt Open, I actually don't trust it. I would want to see structure above. But it's a pretty simple plan on DAX breakout trades. Now the sells below here, technically do make sense because it is mixed bias. But I'm not going to be the first person to sell here. You saw what happened yesterday. But for me, yes, today the sells could play out, but I don't need to sell this. There's too much opportunity for upside. If this sells off, I'm just going to be another buyer, right? Like, it's just going to give me opportunity, and I want to stick on those buys until proven otherwise, because the sells, if anything, they're going to be short-lived, and they're probably going to have nasty rejections like we're seeing yesterday. So we don't like to, we don't need to force sells too quickly here, because if DAX is going to do a proper pullback, higher time frame, daily pullback, you have so much room to sell. And, you know, you just don't want to, you know, if we have one of these pullbacks again, like, you're sorted, right? That day, as long as you press sell or can find a way in. If you can find a way in, then you're sorted, and you'll be paid for that. So that's how it is. So that's what I'm looking for on the chart. And yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So hope you guys enjoyed. What we're going to do now is we're going to speak a little bit about the fundamentals now of what happened basically last night with the yen. So the yen pushed up here very heavily. Why? Because there was a waiver for a Japan metal, right? So I think it's aluminium. I forgot which one it was, but basically they were going to be relieved of tariffs, but now they think that won't go through. Then there was some speeches about the potential Ukraine conflict coming to cease, and all of that kind of shook up the markets a little bit. Obviously yesterday the Fed and Powell talked about, in the beginning of the year, they were accounting for 2 rate cuts, okay? They wanted 2 rate cuts for this year, and after yesterday's speech, it really hinted at looking at 1 rate cut for this year. So 1 rate cut for this year is not much, means that we're going to hold for the majority of the year, if proven, at that 4.5 to 4.25 interest rate for the rest of the year. Why? Labor market is being healthy, but we don't know what the inflation data is saying. So today is the day where we get the inflation numbers, because we need to see what CPI comes out as. CPI comes at 2.9. It's pretty good. If we see CPI dip to 2.8, 2.7, this is definitely going to bring some dollar weakness. We're going to see gold pop up, and definitely going to be induce rate cuts and start to push back towards that 2 rate cuts. Because if labor market is doing well and we see inflation coming down, then it will definitely allow them to put on the table the option of what? The option of 2 rate cuts instead of the one that they're kind of pushing. Now, if inflation comes back higher, you're going to see a strong pump in dollar, and you're probably going to see gold short-term pullback. Gold is also being driven by fundamental factors from basically like economic uncertainty and being used as a safe haven asset. So I would expect maybe not a long-term move on gold, but maybe like a sudden initial market reaction. But if numbers come back higher, then you're definitely going to see dollar strength. So a higher inflation number would be dollar strength temporarily. We also have to remember that even though inflation ticks up a bit, their plan is to hold interest rates higher for longer. And at that sense, as long as the labor market is healthy, then it still doesn't mean something too bad long term, because labor market is going to be healthy. So this is what Powell will probably discuss depending on what the news comes out as. But the majority was said yesterday. When Powell spoke about that, we're just looking, things are fine, we're going to keep interest rates, labor market is healthy, the same old, and then pulls and says we're probably going to just do 1 rate reduction here. So that's more, I think tariffs are having more of an effect on the market at the moment. And yeah, so this is the analysis here for all the pairs. Let's see what ends up happening on the charts. Hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. If you did, 300 of you in here, let's leave a like on the stream. Get the likes up to, how many likes we have? 60 now. We can get that at least up to 150. I would appreciate that, so I don't have to ask about the thing. It really does help. shows me you guys are listening, and shows me you guys are concentrating. Do you trade only London session, or do you trade other sessions off stream? Yeah, I trade other sessions. I put my New York plans every single day in the exclusive group. So any other trading is done in the exclusive group. I just kindly share and stream as well. So yeah, make sure you're leaving a like on the stream. Show me that you guys are engaged. We do this every day, you know, and yeah, I think I help a lot, you know, hopefully, and you guys are finding good information. That's all I ask in return. We need to grow this and help people out, man. Help people out, show them what basic trading is like, man. They need to learn. What do you think CPI news impact on crypto market? Well, same. If dollar is getting stronger, we will see a move down on BTC as well, right? If we see that dollar weakness come through, then yeah, we can see a little pop up on BTC. It's gonna follow as well the traditional stock market as well. We saw money, a little bit of money, nothing crazy, but a little bit of money move out of stock market into a bit of the Asian markets here. Ahead of this technology and AI and all of this stuff. So yeah, so with labor market showing growth, possible rise in inflation, we can expect no more rate cuts for this year. No, they expect at least one rate cut. I would be surprised if they account for 0 rate cuts. Means that something would have to be means that inflation would have to be very, very ticking up fast. Like, they don't mind it. Like, remember, inflation, they're expecting inflation to probably tick down, but inflation, we've seen this 3% area is a very sticky zone. If you look at if you look at history, that 3% area is very, very, very sticky, right? If you just pull up a chart, historical US inflation, and check the 3%, like US always bounces off that 3%. So I expect it to sometimes maybe go back to 3.1, back down to, you know, it doesn't have to be linear, you know, that's what I'm saying. But market, of course, will react sporadically from that, you know. How do you handle long winning streaks? Realize that the next trade will be a loss, if it can be a loss, you know. It's the same, right? I've never kind of been overexcited by winning streaks. It just feels good, you know. Winning streaks don't really mean much, you know. I don't chase them. I think it just happens. I don't get overly confident too much, but sometimes you slip up in general. I would say more so complacency is going to be worse than becoming overconfident in a winning streak, you know, because when you become complacent, you start to take options that are not really making sense, you know. So instead of, depends, it's going to be different for each person. Some person who becomes overly confident, I think overconfidence can be a very bad thing. I've seen a lot of people in this market be very cocky. They come in, they see a little bit of success, and they think that they've made it. And yeah, maybe that success lasts for 3 months, but they have no idea what the next 3 months holds. And they feel like they're on top of the world, you know, and they feel like they found the missing piece. And that confidence can bite you in the ass very, very hard. And it will, it will at some point, because the market is always there to humble you unless you remain humble to the market. And that's what you just have to keep reminding yourself is, okay, I'm going to remain humble to the market. And the best way to do that is just to be one with your plan, I guess, you know. If you take partial profit, do you always set it to be? Why or why not? Depends where we've tapped. Like, normally I'm taking partial profit at a resistance, so at a target. So if I'm taking partial profit at a target, then we've reached a target. So if price wants to fail at that target, then I don't want to lose money. But if I have a bigger idea that price should be able to break that target and continue up, then I will not move stop to break even. I will give it a little bit of breathing room to try play out that bigger idea if I'm expecting price to do what? Break through that target, right? What's your bias for gold today? Technically, it is a bearish bias here. What are some things to look for on the charts? Because right now I'm stuck staring at the 1 minute time frame. yeah, leave the 1 minute time frame. You're not going to find much profit on the 1 minute time frame, as much as the internet popularizes that. I really don't like that idea. And yeah, people are going to hate me against that and say that I'm wrong and the 1 minute is profitable. But it is, but long term it's not sustainable if you're only focusing on the 1 minute. Like, you need to have other confluences. You can't just look at the 1 minute and that's it. Like, you need to do the analysis. Like, without like, fine, if you're finding an entry on the 1 minute and that's your style, fine. But just basing your trades off 1 minute, no chance. You need to have the rest of the analysis. Like, imagine the maximum 1 minute can be used for is just an entry, but the analysis no way came from the 1 minute. You shouldn't be able to determine bias from a 1 minute, determine stuff, you know. Maybe maximum entry, but you know, I prefer to stay off, as I like better confirmation, and I don't want to be, it's a personal trait. I don't like to be a scalper in and out very quick and trying to chase this, chase that. But don't get me wrong, there are certain market conditions where I use the 1 minute for sure, especially on heavy breakouts on gold. I'm there on the 1 minute, you know. It's you can make money on it, no problem, but just staring at the 1 minute ain't gonna get you far, you know. Like, don't forget about those higher time frames. Don't forget about what everything else is going on in the market. You know, the one thing I don't agree with is like taking 20, 30 positions a day, 15 positions a day. This definitely I don't. But if you have everything else sorted, like, I'll tell you this, most people are not ready for the 1 minute. Like, if you're coming into the market and trading the 1 minute, you're not ready. You have to be able to trade the 15 minute before, trade the 1 hour, know how to trade the higher time frames. The last thing you do is maybe then try to attempt and build a way to trade the 1 minute, you know. But without that fundamental kicker behind you, there's no chance you're just going to come in straight and trade the 1 minute. You know, you're going to be cooked by that. Going to be cooked for sure. Have you ever tried the 1 minute? For sure. In my early days, I only used to trade the 1 minute. It wasn't really working for me, and I don't think it's to blame the 1 minute. It's to blame my lack of attention to what everything is going on the higher time frame, right? You have to remember, all my trading comes from the higher time frame. You know, 1 minute great for managing for me, but decision made on higher time frames. Exactly, yeah. I also manage on 1 minute, but in terms of his perspective, where he's just looking at 1 minute to base everything off, I don't think it's gonna be good long term. You know, your whole plan should come from the higher time frame. Maximum you use 1 minute for is maybe to find a way to enter. When did you start trading? When did you become profitable? It took me at least 2 years to become profitable, and then another year to prove that I'm profitable, right? And that year, even that year, was not my most consistent year. You know, I'd say there's some months I was, not some, there was only like one, other ones I was break even. So 1 month I was negative, which was January. So yeah, I would say, you know, you need to prove yourself over a year. But 2 years to become profitable. I mean, I would see profits in that 2 years, but you know, you'd give it back to the market. That's the problem. I mean, it kept me afloat, but hey, you give it back, you know. You give it back, and that was the problem. So maybe I'd be profitable for 3 months, but then the next 3 months I'm giving it back. So it took some time. How many trades do you take each day? 1 to 2 trades each day I normally take. Do you trade Asian session? If not, what is your reason to avoid it? I personally don't trade Asian session because I am sleeping. And that's the reason I avoid it, because I'm sleeping. You know, for me, London and NY is good enough. Like, I don't need to wake up for Asian. I'm very selective when I do trade, just wondering what's other indicators to look for that might not be recognized to me initially. Yeah, stay away from indicators, man. You don't need it. You know. Can you tell me why Dixie went down despite the good news for dollar, only 1 rate cut? Because we need to see CPI, and also dollar is already very high, you know, number wise, right? So we're still sitting at the 108s. That's very strong dollar still. So, you know, that in itself is already, you know, a reason why. What held you back mostly in those first 2 years? Lack of a plan. You know, it's in the first year I was switching strategy basically every 1.5 months. I was trying something new, maybe even one every month. You know, every month, bro. The loss in gold I suffered could be lack of volume. I'm now in India, 8:30 UAE time. Brother, you sold the lows here, man. It's no lack of volume. It was just a silly trade. Do you not see this? What is this? This is very simple. It's a support here. You can't sell at a support, brother. Don't sell at a support. It's as simple as that. That's how simple that trade is. You know, if you're looking back at this, how simple why it failed. Can you please explain why indicators don't work? Most of them are lagging. They won't help you take a trade. They can give you an idea and they can support your analysis, but the more factors you add in trading, it's not confluence, it's a probability to go wrong. You know, it's a probability to go wrong. Add one win to stream wins. Yesterday was still 109. Let's have a look. I trust you, but you know what? People will start. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What do you know now that you mostly wish you knew earlier? To have proper expectations, right? So to set expectations straight and to stick with one strategy that focuses on doing what the chart says, right? Not what someone said to you and you apply it to the charts. That's a huge point. And you probably need to rewind that. You need to rewind that and listen to that. Because when I started, someone asked you, did I try all of this SMC and stuff? Yes. And that's someone else telling me what the chart is supposed to be doing, not what the chart is telling me. Because that's someone saying, look for a liquidity grab, look for liquidity to be swept, a fill of imbalance. Instead of saying, this is my ranges today. If price breaks this range, I can trade in this zone. If price goes in this range, I can trade this zone. But it won't make sense to take a sell in this zone because higher time frame is telling me this. So I'm just gaining information. Higher time frame is telling me this. I'm not saying, okay, higher time frame has to go sweep that liquidity. No, I'm just reading what price is saying it and what price is doing and adapting to that with implementing my own in terms of my rules to find an entry within that analysis. You see what I'm saying? So I add my own way to find an entry in that analysis. And that's kind of like going to be your edge then. GJ is still ranging, guys. GJ is ranging, you know. What good, Harry? Have meetings today. Good luck with your meetings, man. Thanks for stopping by. Harry, you said you don't sell at support. How about if it breaks support? Should we wait for pullback, rebreak, or we can sell on first break close? Not break. Break is not enough. I don't know if you remember me, but I used to come every day to your streams, and now I took a little break from trading. Wanted to ask when you start and why you started trading DAX. Opportunity, man. There was some nice opportunity in DAX, and I capitalized off it. You can see I've had some amazing moves, kind of like early GJ. If you see how DAX has been performing here, you can see very good performance in DAX. So especially with an asset trending and breaking out to all-time highs, it's basically what GJ was doing back in 23 when I had, you know, and this is a market I want to be involved with. General stock market. I think that's a big tip, is like maybe if I started off trading and went, I mean, GJ at the time was the same, but you know, when it stopped breaking out like that, you know, the stock market long term is a good asset to trade as well. Like, you know, US 30, NAS, because these are assets that grow long term. And when they pull back heavy, you know, they rarely spend heavy time in range. And if the range, it spends time in range, it's big range. So that's what's nice about it. Same thing with gold. So trending assets is going to be key. And back in the day, GJ was one of the heaviest trending assets. If you go look at GJ back man, you can see the parties we had. I mean, just when I started 2021, I mean, at this time I wasn't profitable in 21, but you know, definitely helped, made some profits. The crazy thing is that in this is my problem. If I just traded price action in this area, I would have made tons of money, but I was too concentrated on liquidity grabs, sweep, SMC, that I didn't trust these breakouts, because you're like, it has to go stop people out. No way, it just breaks the high and continues. Boom, 150 pip continuation. Oh my god, it pushed. I have FOMO. Buy the highs, lose. You know, that's what I was doing, you know. Because I was sitting there saying, no, it has to stop out retail traders and it's not going to go up. And then you see this rocket and then you're like, fuck that, buy. And then what does it do? Pull back 30 pips. You had a 10 pip stop loss, stopped out. Then you're like, this is the liquidity grab, sell. You press sell. What happens when you press sell? Boom, it continues the trend. And all I had to do is close my eyes and press fucking buy, man. Every single day for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks, man. You know, more than 2 months. 2 months of just upside. And then I get punished in here. Then I get punished in, like, you know, punished in this range here. But this was a pretty big range. All you had to do is keep buying 149. You know how many times price came to 149 and I pussied out from pressing buy? Every time I said I'm just going to put a one lot on 149 with 100 pip stop loss to 148 here. 148 stop loss, buy 149. Man, I can't tell you, if you were there in that moment, every time I had from here, this chance, this chance, this chance, this chance, every chance I pussied out of it, $1,000 risk. And oh man, even here I had another chance. Oh man, would that be a buy? You know? To be honest, this is happening to me right now. Yeah, because you're lost, right? You don't have a strategy that you followed. You don't have a method that you follow. You have to have some rules set in place. Made you the trader you are right now? Yeah, of course. That's kind of like complaining about not buying Bitcoin in 2006. It's like kind of out of your control, right? You're just not there, not at the right place, right time, not ready, you know? So these things you can't, you know, you can't. I think that makes trading even harder, because we have that same mental process on a daily basis. Because you look back at a move and you wish you could have been in, or you wish you could have capitalized off that, and that forces you to try do that in the future, but then it doesn't work because they don't happen every day, those massive moves like that, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Will you buy now at 149? Of course, now I would. And watch it. It'll be the time that it breaks through, 100%. It'll be the time it dumps. You know? But yeah, you guys just need to surround yourself with an environment to improve. That's if you want to improve. Like, I'm not sure why people are so starstruck and hesitant, but happy to pay $500, $200, $300 for funded accounts, but are still switching strategy and still doing this and paying for courses. Like, come on, there's way bigger opportunity here, you know? Like, just lock in, stick to something that works, some basic stuff. Like, a funded account is not going to pay you unless you have the skill. It's literally that simple, right? Yeah, you could gamble a bit and get lucky, pass one, but then what? You're just going to lose it, you know? So there's no point in that. Like, just spend some time getting the skill. It's that simple. And you know, if you actually do want to spend money, spend it right, you know? Spend it on resources. Like, if you don't want to spend it to join people like us for a cheap price, that's fine. I don't need you to buy my products. Don't need you to join the group. Spend it on yourself and learn. Go buy a backtesting software. Don't need to buy mine as well. If you don't want to support me, that's fine. If you don't want to use our products, fine. But I'm telling you, that's the real stuff I used when I started. That's why I created and wanted to develop a backtesting software. It's because something I use. Like, prove to yourself it works. You're not doing that for me. It doesn't help me. Like, even if you use any backtesting software out there, at least prove to yourself that what you're doing works. You know, that's the first step. It's very hard to prove to yourself something works in live market because you're going to be emotional. Because guess what? You're going to be trying to make money, right? You're going to be trying to make money. So first prove something that works, and that's it. Do you take longer term trades or do you stick to short term trades? I would say the majority of my trading is short term trades, yes. But I do love to indulge into long term trades when I get the opportunity. But sometimes I'm too consumed with my short term trades. You know, you don't want too much going on, you know. If they're paying, it's good, you know. But I do love to of course try to get involved in long term trades. You know, that's obviously nice as well. All right, so let's see what this one out. Bearish, nothing too crazy. Breakouts it is. Harry, for gold, I see it's rejecting 1 hour resistance. A 15-minute close bearish, we can use setup 2 to short it. Not yet. Why? Because of this structure here, right? We're sitting at this structure, so this is becoming like a range, right? So technically right now we're making higher lows and higher highs, so we don't want to get stuck into something like that. This is becoming a range, so it's becoming a little bit messy at the moment. You can see a lot of rejection wicks, so if you remove this pullback here, then yeah, setup 2 would have been beautiful here. 30-minute setup 2 could work though. 30-minute could work because 30 minutes clean. You know, 1 hour of course could work as well. So I would say just the 15 minutes going to be a little bit tricky. But if you have, let's say, a 30-minute close bearish below here, and so 30-minute close bearish below here, and the 15-minute of course would close below here bearish, that would be valid for setup 2, yes. But anything before this now, it's going to be a little bit tricky. A little bit tricky because you're buying into this potential higher low spot. How do I learn your strategy? I think the best place to start on my strategy is going to be the free course. Like, I made that video. It literally is going to help you a lot, guys. It's going to help you a lot and it costs nothing. But I'm surprised a lot of people are going to be lazy to watch this as well. Because they think that it's not going to have the information you assume. But I'm telling you, it actually is packed. And then if you want to take it a step further, your best option is don't go and pay hundreds of dollars for courses, stuff like that. You can join a group for a lot cheaper there, and you get a lot of value. I think I'm undervalued for the offer, you know, but I enjoy it. We keep a good community together, and that's the point, you know. That's the point. And show up to streams, man. Show up to streams. They're definitely gonna help. Like yesterday was a masterclass, you know. So this is the point, is that streams have so much value in them as well. But I want to also change you guys from being only a consumer to an applier. So everyone in the group, I always ask them, I constantly push, do you have questions? Do you have questions? This is them. I'm trying to get them to apply. Sometimes when people in the group ask me questions, I ask them, what would you do? You know? Can you give me more info of the group, please? No, I cannot give any info to Peter about the group. You know? And if anyone asks me about info about the group, it has literally everything. And I'm not bothered. I'm actually not bothered. Today I'm not bothered to explain because I've explained so many times. What I do need to do is make maybe a new updated video here. There's a video that explains the group, but I need to update that. But we get everything in here. You know, we get everything. Ooh. I don't trade the same as you, but you are one of the very few traders I follow still and watch because you're professional. Trading is a job and needs rule to succeed. Well done, Harry. Hope the best. Yeah, I appreciate that. Appreciate you showing up. Yeah, people don't have to trade the same as me, but I like like-minded people. If you love your job, you are not lazy and you are passionate. Whoever is lazy maybe should find something else. They love trading. It's not for everyone. Most are here for the quick buck. Yeah, probably get bit by that, right? Please create a biannual plan for the exclusive. I'd recommend you first join the exclusive on the monthly, and then we can look at biannual plan, right? You know, I appreciate you wanting to buy biannually, but just join for a month first. Get in there, see what it's like, you know, and then think about, you know, paying biannually. But yeah, I could introduce a biannual plan. I mean, on the yearly plan, the reason I have the yearly plan is because it introduces a discount. It's the only way I can introduce a discount. Plus, you get the free one-on-one. What is the group on? We have a private Discord and we have Zoom here. So we have Zoom running right now. We have private Discord. So this is how our channel looks like. It's not. I hate when things are combined. You have free and paid combined. It's a mess. So we have a whole separate Discord, which is action-packed. You know, we even have like a fitness chat. I introduced this recently. I really enjoy it. It kind of keeps people accountable and stuff like that. So we share food and all of that good stuff. What prop firm company would you recommend? Are you familiar with? I think FTMO is the most tried and tested for me. I'm not affiliated, of course, with them or anything like that, or not endorsed. I mean, they could do anything at any time, but for me, FTMO has been the most tried and tested. Bullish buyers prefer setup 2, setup 5 to buy, more extended buy after structure 15. Yeah, we do have structure here. It's just how comfortable are you buying into the highs? Can we get the push, yes or no? Makes sense. Yep, I like that original plan. Look for the buys above here. I think here will be too late, but yeah, I like how, you know, you're not in a rush to take the buy there as well. Setup 1, setup 3 buys. Yeah, bit extended. I prefer these ones. We will see. This, yeah, makes sense. This, yes, makes sense. Yep. Also plan here the, oh, you did say it. Perfect. I like most of you guys identified that. That is good. Yeah, GJ is valid, the buys above. We just need to see how it is. Needs pullback. Nice LTA downside from 15. I don't want to sell DAX. And sometimes DAX doesn't need a pullback, man. It doesn't need to pull back at all. Bearish buys looking like sells. Structure, yep. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you could try the sells as well. They're not technically, they're not wrong. You are bearish on gold today? I'm not bearish on gold per se, like I'm higher time frame bearish or anything. I'm actually bullish on gold, but for the session, London session, sells could actually make more sense because of how previous and how previous 4-hour candle has closed. Hi, biannual plan and crypto payment option. What do you think? The problem with crypto payment is it's tough. It's tough in accounting, you know. You need to set up a whole separate crypto and like, listen, man, the group I have, I don't make it like massive tons of people. Like if I did volume with crypto, you know, but 1 or 2 people paying from crypto and I need to set up all of this legal framework around it, headache. A little bit of a headache. Because you'll have to accept payments online, right? It's not sending to a personal wallet, it will be sending to a company. And then you'd have to, you know, be more complex like that. I'd say if my group was bigger and more people paid with crypto, for sure. You know? But, you know, I think I think most people should be okay with a card these days. I'm confused what I'm supposed to be looking for on a larger time frame. Can you go over that briefly if you don't mind? I'm quite new to trading. Listen, man, the best thing you're going to do right now is watch my free course. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm not trying to shove off the question, but the answers are in there. Like, the answers to, and then come back, you know, and then streams will make sense. You know, but this is my point. Like what I make people do is like, and you know, this is actually to all my guys in the exclusive, is you need to ask to apply. Like I want to help you guys to apply. You know, this is what's going to get you good. Applying, this is what's going to get you right. This is how my whole model is created, right? People ask, Harry, why do you post so much value? Why do you give so much for free? Why do you do this? Because I have more value than just information, right? I give the information for free and I charge for the implementation, right? Because the implementation takes my time. Yeah, giving information takes my time as well, but not as much as the implementation. And why should I, why should I not give information? That's kind of like, that's what these guys do, is they publish lifestyle, they publish all of this, make it seem like you have to pay to find out the information, and then the information is shit. For me, I built the brand the complete opposite way. I built it from information. People find my information somewhat helpful, and then they're like, hey, I'm going to follow this guy. I'm going to watch his stream. I'm going to follow his YouTube. This is what I want. They're following it. Why? Because they like the information. And that's how you want it to be. In everything, guys, in everything. Business as well. That's how I set up business, right? You want to do business with someone, help them out. Help them out. Only then ask. Only then do business. But without helping them out, don't even bother trying to do business with someone. It's never going to work. Trust me. Trust me. It's never going to work until you help them first. And then one day you'll reach to such a big, you'll reach to a big position like that. And when you reach in that big position, you're going to see people try to steal from you. They're going to try to take away from you. They're going to try to take things from you. But then there are going to be people who come along and offer help. They want to help you in something. And the opposite side of that is that you're going to end up working together. So you accept the help and you see how good the help is. And if it's actually helpful, then guess what? You found a good relationship. And that's how you filter between snakes. And that's how you filter between people who are actually there to do business and get shit done. So the next thing people are going to ask me is, okay, can you give me an example maybe? How are you going to help? How, I don't know. Someone in chat, type any industry. We're going to talk about it. Any industry. We'll make an example of how I would help if I was in that industry, and then how I would do business after that. Let's see. Any industry. Car dealership. First thing. Thank you, Janice. Very, very good. Only pips. Car industry. Okay. So, car industry is an easy one. Car industry is an easy one, but the easy way you would help in a car dealership. So most people would go to a car dealership saying, can I be a salesman? Right? It's not really going to work, right? Going to say, if you're going to be a salesman, they're going to be like, yeah, but I have 50, 60 other guys coming in here asking if I can be a salesman. All right. So you go to that business with a proposal, right? You propose them that, hey, I have a buyer for this car. Can we work out a deal? And then you do the same, and then you do it again. Eventually they're going to hire you, right? You've done them a favor, right? You've done them a favor. Smart home technology. Well, if you wanted to go and do business with a smart home technology company, you need to offer them a client base or something. So you'd say, listen, I sell real estate. When I sell real estate, this is a great opportunity for me to sell your smart home technology. Boom, go and take some. We've actually installed 2 of your products in the recent houses that I've sold. Would you be interested in discussing further? You've done them a favor, you've used their products, and that's a no-brainer. DAX trying to break down here. This again, we saw the same shit happen yesterday. This pullback for London to continue. So I'm not buying it yet. I'm not buying in terms of buying price, but I'm not trusting the move yet. Not trusting the move yet. 40 more likes, big value given every day. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Just watch your 2025 free course and there's a bias for gold to sell and there's a LT on the left. Correct. Correct. If you guys enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a subscribe. We're here Monday to Friday on the road to 90k subs. So if you could help make that happen, would be amazing. We need to pick it up and make this #1, man. We need to be the best in London, the biggest. We're still on the road actually to 600 viewers, man. Let me just put that in. We have a giveaway there. Bro, I'm not even gonna read chat, man. Not even gonna read chat. It's on different world they're in today. Talk about Zoom chat as well. No wonder you bought that number plate still, huh? All making sense now. I think something's going on here. We know what industry you've just joined. They say the men pay more. They say the men are paying more, so I know exactly what's going on. All of a sudden, 3RS outside, number plate with that number plate, you know, it's fishy, man. I'm saying, man, I think I found what's going on. Shit, man. I thought you were, you know, thought you were good, man. I thought you were, man, such a shame, such a shame. What country he goes to now? What country are you in now? Hong Kong, man. Shit, that's all messed up now. We're gonna do, anyone who subscribes to the channel, we're gonna do a shout out. That's what we'll do from now on, because I get alerts so I can see who subscribes. We should actually update the stream a win percentage. 110 wins, 34 losses. Anyone can update the, what is the win percentage on that? I think it should be 76 point something. Or maybe it's still, maybe it's even less. I don't know. I haven't done it for a while. Can you send me Telegram link? All official links are in the description. Please, I will never DM you guys first. I'll never offer you any random stuff. Nothing. Right? I will never DM first. There's no, all official stuff is in the description. So don't be fooled. Some investment scheme, some deposit, all of that. What were numbers? Numbers were 110 and 34. 110 and 34. Apparently, we're getting 76.4. All right, we'll change it to 0.4 just to have some fun. So we haven't updated that number in like months. So put 0.4. But that's what I mean. That's why I just left it at 76. What are your thoughts on Trump coin? I think the hype is gone, man. The hype is going. Do you reply to DMs on Telegram? Yes, but sometimes they get lost. So if they get lost, you just have to re-ping. You just have to re-ping. You know, that's my bad, but sometimes what happens is they just get lost. So if you just, you know, just re-message is fine. You know, maybe I didn't see it. Have an update months equals stability. I don't like win rate too much. Like, I don't really want to push win rate on people because I can increase my win rate today super high and make myself look like a insane trader. How? I just take a trade and always close half at like 5 pips profit, always, and count it as a win, right? It's counted as a win if I close half at 5 pip profit. My win rate will shoot up, right? Because it'll be back-to-back wins. Even if I'm making nothing, one loss will wipe everything, right? But it'll be back-to-back wins. I follow 2 years from Madeira. You know where it is? I don't know. Where is that, brother? Madeira. Portugal. Ah, okay. Thank you. Portugal, interesting. Is Frankfurt session good to trade in? Yes. If you check my times, most of my trades, a lot of my trades coming in that Frankfurt as well. That's the ideal time from now. Like yesterday's trade came in Frankfurt. Actually, yesterday came, the day before came. The day before yesterday came in Frankfurt. Yesterday came a little bit after London, actually, yeah. Let's actually post those links. We have yesterday's, day before yesterday here. Gonna update that journal. This journal is public, guys. You can get it in the description or exclamation journal in the chat. That's where you can get this if you're asking me where to get it from. And you can watch back the trades. You can see what trades I took, when, how I managed it. There's a screenshot of every single trade, wins, losses, everything. Yeah, but you have to spell famous because CR7 is from there. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I didn't know where. No need to thank me. I had a little meeting yesterday. Explain them how to make real money. I don't want to see. Hong Kong official visit part of investment visa program. Damn, man's moving, huh? I thought you were gonna send me pictures. Has anyone seen that meme of annual ICT meeting and it's like it's a house full of guys? Bro, I thought you were gonna send me that picture. Anyone seen that picture? That's funny as hell, man. You've seen it? You seen it? Yeah, man. I thought he was gonna send me that. Don't worry, I had a meeting yesterday. That's his type of meeting. Someone send it in, man. We have to find it. It's so funny. It's so funny. But I ain't searching that shit on my computer because, you know, I can't. That's draws the line for me. That shit ain't coming on my, you know. My interaction with Raja podcast. What do you mean Raja podcast? My podcast is out, yes. If you guys haven't watched my podcast, it is out, yes. Oh, I don't need to do this long way. It's in here. Let me get the link for you guys. Yeah, it's the last one here. Here's my podcast. If you haven't seen it, there you go. Put it there in chat. Enjoy. How's DAX doing? DAX still pulling back here. This candle failed to close below. So, did it? Yeah, it did fail to close below. So, this could end up being a fake out. What about GJ? Are we pulling back? Close below and broker. Even so, I'm not really being a seller just too early here, you know? Very weak 4-hour candle close, right? We're not seeing a very strong 4-hour candle close. Left a comment, all that you just. Oh, thanks, Alex. I appreciate that, bro. You know, like this 4-hour candle close is not telling me sell, sell, sell. You know, it's not even engulfing previous one. Fuck's sake. He has the photo, bro. I can't even open that on Google, man. I can't even open. I mean, on stream, I can't even open that, man. Man has the zoomed in one as well. He has the full zoomed in one. This is this annual. She, man. Oh, man. Annual meeting, eh? I think this is what I think this is I think this meeting you went to Sil. 100% you're in this meeting, bro. Don't lie. You posted it to Discord. Sil posted it to Discord. It's him to blame, bro. Bro, he's caught you, fully caught you, bro. He even has a picture. He even has this for this day. He prepared for this day. He even screenshotted the day you sent it in chat. He screenshotted the day bro, he's prepared for this day. Man, Sil is fully cooked, bro. Sil is fully cooked, man. I think he needs 3-day ban from the group. 3-day ban because he is fully cooked. Needs to go reflect, man. Number plate, random car, sending. It's all been hints. It's all been hints. ICT meet and greet, man. That's the funniest meme I've seen. Oh my god, man. What type of meet is that, man? I wish YouTube chat, hopefully, I think YouTube chat maybe can see, but you know, this is definitely, which one Sebi's asking you? Don't ask Sebi, man. Relax, brother. Let's just focus on the charts here. Let's focus on the charts. I don't think you, unless you want to join that meet and greet, but you know, if you join that meet and greet, then don't come back here. Shit, man. GJ trying to make a pullback here. I wish today was mixed bias. We could have actually taken GJ, but it's not the strongest candle close here. Probably on broker, some brokers could even have closed bearish there. We'll see what my brokers say. Now mine still closed bullish on broker. So for sells today, for sells, I would love to see like one more pullback and then that pullback fail. If that pullback fail, I can take sells. That's an easy sell for me. Very easy sell. Like that, boom. Because then we'd be breaking second structure. I can trust a weak 4-hour candle there. This one, at any point we can create supports and continue up. When GJ likes to trend, she likes to trend. So again, same on DAX, same on GJ. To be honest, DAX and GJ, a little bit similar. Check this out. I think DAX should be pulling back as well with GJ. I mean, not as much as GJ. But yesterday I was seeing the move kind of similar. Alright, I think it's time to do the toilet. Okay, I'll go to the toilet now. We'll see what happens if volume comes in. Let's see. We'll run the experiment now. Let's see. Be right back. All right. So it has brought some volume to pop price up here. So we can start to get our buys maybe. London Open might give our buys here in about 20 minutes. I'm thinking to buy in this range. It's not like yesterday's range. Yesterday's range was a lot more open here. You know, we had a bigger range here. Liquidity grab to the bottom of the range. This is a lot more smaller range here. 5 minutes a little bit more messy. So I think buying in the range here will be more difficult here, especially with the 1 hour very close. I prefer to buy leaving the range today. Buying, leaving the range would be nice. It's going to be my plan here. So yesterday we bought inside the range. So if you see yesterday's trade, we bought inside the range here. So, but it was different. We had a bit more room here, right? So today would be a scenario where I don't want to buy inside the range because we have this resistance. 1 hour resistance is just looming above head here. So I want to be careful with that. How is gold doing so far? Okay, it's trying to make a decision if it wants to go up or down here. So we tried 3 candles up. Now we're having this candle down. This is the zone I was explaining. Remember, you are asking what about setup 2 for sells? You see how this zone is becoming issues at the moment. The reason we're rejecting here is most likely because of that. So if we can get below it, would be better. And we'd want a 30-minute candle close as well, would be nice. So London Open as well on gold could be an option. Please, where can we watch the podcast? Link is not posted yet. I just posted the link in chat like 3 times. I'm going to post it again. I think it's still copied. Here you go. Yeah, it is. I just posted it one more time in chat. Do you close something at 10 pips? No. Why would I close at 10 pips? What is there at 10 pips for me to close? If my target is 10 pips, yes. But just because it hits 10 pips doesn't mean I should close. That's a good strat just to feel like, you know, you took a win there, right? Because the market, you know, average can give you at least 10 pips, right? But I had a problem, you know, when I started closing early like that, then I would lose. I would give back my you know, my win. That would suck more. I still on drawing tool. That is not the link for the podcast. It's a different video. Are you serious? Did I copy the wrong video? Shit, I did. Okay, that's my bad. That's actually cap. That's actually cap. That is my bad. Here's the podcast link. Go watch the podcast. This is the link. Guys, if you haven't watched the podcast, that's the real link. That's actually my bad. Bro, I messed up on that one. That's the proper link. Enjoy. Shit, man. At least I sent another one of my videos, but shit. That just shows how many people don't care about the link, right? Because one guy said it. You sent the OnlyFans link by mistake? Hey man, we don't have OnlyFans. If anything, it's called Only Pips. Only bands. We have only bands. That's what we have. Only bands. What do you think about AI trading? It can aid in trading, but it's not ready yet to take over trading. Nor would I like it to, actually. Could you explain one more time in layman terms your buy and sell scenarios on gold? I don't have a buy scenario yet, and markets is not layman terms, it's price action terms. My sell on gold would need a 30-minute candle closing bearish, hopefully below this 15-minute line. That's what we need. View on Nifty chart. I don't trade the Nifty chart. If AI takes over trading, I'm going on an iRobot Will Smith rampage. I think AI has a place in trading in the future for sure, especially to help with analysis and with trading decisions. It will have an impact. You'll be able to trade alongside AI, but to fully. You have GU listed in your currency pair. I don't trade it, but definitely I used to. I don't trade it anymore. I replaced it with DAX. But yeah, I don't mind analyzing GU or something like that. Where are you? I'm in Dubai. Let's see. There's a setup one in GU. Let's have a look. Not yet. I think you're forgetting about some of the rules here, man. You need to focus, man. You need to focus. You're forgetting some of the rules. I don't see anything right now, man. There's a resistance right here. I'm not sure. You're trading inside of a range. You need to focus. I think something is happening. You're not focusing here. Because I'm noticing twice you made this mistake. You made the same mistake on gold, selling into support. Now you're in GU, not sure what you're looking at setup 1. I do not see a setup 1 here, right? EU setup 1 about to form. I hope this is, yeah, EU setup 1 would form, yes. Closing above, correct. That would be a setup 1, yes. DAX buys? Yep, potentially DAX buys. How do I boost my confidence? I put up positions on TradingView and it hits TP, but not executed on MetaTrader 5. It's nothing to do with your confidence. That's to do with spread. It's not your confidence that price is not hitting an MT5. It's to do with spread. DAX pushing up to 4 hour might be buys with a close above. Is it coming that fast already? Yeah, it is, slowly but surely. Keep an eye on it. We needed to break this 4 hour high, so it's kind of like a setup 3. DIP Dubai or Business Bay? I'm not in Business Bay. I'm not in Business Bay. I think he's saying he's just paper trading. Oh. 545 viewers about to hit 600. Yeah, you guys might get the giveaway from today. Let's see. Good luck, good luck. How to enter in a trade? I recommend you check on YouTube, man. How to enter trade on MetaTrader 5. Watch a YouTube video. Meetup chance? Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to organize a meetup. I'd love to organize a meetup in Dubai. We should make a vote. Have you ever considered trading futures? I have a video about futures on my YouTube channel. I also speak about what I trade and why I choose to trade that. So you can check out that video about futures. That's the video about futures. Let's do a meetup, come on. Exclusive meetup we need to organize, man. People need to fly, bro. People need to fly. A Dubai meetup I will do soon. Like, that's easy for me to do a Dubai meetup, right? People who are just here. Oil is setting up for a sell. Man, this is an interesting name. Ship Cat. Where did you come up with Ship Cat? Name yourself Ship Cat. You looking to short dad? No, I'm not gonna short anyone's father. No, not a good idea, I feel. 100 exclusive live. He flies us out. Bro, this guy is always trying to squeeze everything out of me. Live, huh? Always trying to squeeze. How much petrol price in Dubai? Look, I don't want to sound cocky or anything, but I don't look at the price. So I don't know at the moment what the price is at. You know? I don't really drive too far too much. So for me, petrol is not really an expense that I need to worry about, fortunately. But I actually don't know what petrol's at. Maybe like $1 a liter, maybe? Yeah, I think $1 a liter. Should be $1 a liter. 2.45? Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Hope you won't start kicking people. Thanks, Ents, for the brilliant idea. Don't even get out the car to fill up? Yeah, that's how it is. Who even has to look? You have to buy it regardless? Yeah, that's fact, right? That's fact. It's like you don't have a choice. It's like, man, I need a discount. Like, yeah, it's not something I concentrate too much. I just kind of like, okay, that's how much it's going to cost me. Man, my tank, like, I pay $1.89 for petrol. That's how much I pay. And I fill my tank like once every 3 weeks. Once every 2 weeks. Like, you know? I'm not driving that much, and sometimes I just you know, speak for yourself, mate. Cheers. Yeah, because you're probably driving all the time. Like in Dubai, everything is close by, so I don't need to do it. We pay like 1.8 euros. Yeah, that's too much. How much pips you recommend break even? It's not based on pip amount, it's based on what structure do we have, right? If you have a structure before your TP, that's a good spot to go break even, right? How you never talk about your mom and dad, what do they do business? Yeah, it's personal life, right? Don't need to expose everything about my personal life on YouTube, right? If Dubai has the highest crude oil production, why doesn't any Dubai news affect oil price? Dubai doesn't have oil. Dubai doesn't have oil. They're not the ones with oil. Audi RS fuel consumption good? I think my fuel consumption's good because I'm not driving very far, and sometimes if I go somewhere else, I have someone to take me as well. So that's normally why I go with someone. So that's how it is. But no, I don't always drive very far. Look, I'll be honest, I have a lot of people come to me as well, so we share. Coming to buy end of this month? Nice, brother. How's the patrol? Still in the garage. Still being rebuilt. What's best, RSQ3 or R8? You can't compare them. You would say compare the RSQ3 to, you know, like, you can't compare them. You know, one's a sports car and one is a mini SUV. I think for the price, the RSQ3 is, can't beat it, to be honest, for the price. Yeah, that's why I don't want people to sell. Look at this rejection here. We do have a liquidity grab now, but this stop is not going to make sense. So if this candle is the one that closed above, the stop is not going to make sense. 33 pips for 19 pips? No. So we need the next one to close above. If the next one can close above, it's good. Let's say that the upgrade from the RSQ3 is the RSQ8. That's a nice one. You know? EU setup 1 is 2 up, can't buy. Oh, did it push through? That thing looks like a Urus. It is a Urus. No, it is the Urus. It's exactly the Urus. My RSQ3 has Urus parts in it. The steering wheel is from the Urus. The dashboard is from the Urus. The seat design is from the Urus. But actually, it's not from the Urus. They took it from Audi. The only difference with the Urus is it's branded with Lamborghini. You know? And of course, that comes with a price increase. This is pushing up, but we'll need a close above. We'll see in 5 minutes. How's DAX been doing? DAX is also slowly but surely making its way to the top of the range. Really far SL for these setups? Yeah, we have to wait. We have to wait. DAX close above 4 hour. You think it's worth taking before all-time high? No, because we could just get stuck in the range. Like, you really want to try squeeze this 4 points? You think it's worth 4 points to have that threat of price rejecting? I don't think it's worth it for 4 points. Like, that's how much you're missing out on, right? 4 points. How's Murdiff, Harry? I've never lived there. I don't go there very much. I've only crossed past there a couple of times. I'm quite far from Murdiff. The exhaust is different and the engine mapping, that's all for double the price? Exactly. And a little bit of the shape, right? Bro, when you look at a setup, it has no 15-minute wick, but it has on 5 minutes. Okay, to enter on 5 minutes, but the 5-minute wick, if it doesn't have on 15, it won't have on 5 as well, right? GJ is gone. The GJ just push all the way through now? Yeah, it's pushing all the way through. Nothing really much you can do with a candle like this, you know? Yeah, nothing really much you can do with a candle like this. Setup 3 here is going to be the play. A nice little setup 3, you're sorted. Would be nice if this 1 hour closes above. We have London Open here, so I wonder if London, what do we say, guys? London Open, give a move up or down. Let's see in chat. London move up or down on DAX here for that. Doesn't move. He's writing what he wants. He's not writing what will happen. He's writing what he wants. I'm seeing more up. I'm seeing more up than down. Been running up these days? I'm telling you it doesn't move. Okay, we'll see. If you're wrong, you have to pay 10x the exclusive price. 10x. Because you said you're telling me. Not I think. 10x he has to pay. He's sad face. I'm kidding. Create a poll? 37 seconds, not enough time. Started to range and reject 27. It's German 30 dictating Jack. Not sure. DAX is calling for a parabolic move. We've had a great move, so we can't. You don't know with DAX, man. It always has a surprise for you. Look, we're rejecting the last seconds here. Oh, it's moving up so far. So Mirko has to pay me. This counts as no move? Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. This counts as move. Have you heard Such Pressure? Nick Caution, this is such a banger for trading songs. Just by the dip? No, I haven't. I haven't heard it. I should listen to it. I should listen to it. 19 viewers for the giveaway. Yeah, we're almost at 600 viewers. Appreciate everyone showing up to the stream. Make sure to leave a subscribe. We're live from Monday to Friday. Been cooking here on Price. It'll be a pleasure for you guys to check out my trading and see if you can learn something new from it, right? So be sure to leave a subscribe so you show up to the stream and make sure you can see how I trade, see what I'm doing. If you want to see the trades we've been taking, go ahead and check the journal. You can see all the recent trades from entry to exit, right? None of this BS where we, oh, by the way, I took buys, you know? Man, this push here is nice. Don't know what's going on with GJ today. Today, GJ on steroids, but this stop loss, what can we do with this stop loss? Like 55 pips GJ stop loss? It's a little bit nuts. Not a move I'm looking for. Wow, 5 minutes no pullback. What a move. At least give us setup 4 or something. How did 1 hour close bullish still? Wow. 30-minute closed bearish here, but still respecting that range. So you'd want a 15-minute candle closing below this range right now. This move appears to be on all the JPY. Let's check the juice. See if anything's happening on the juice. 749, 1024. Nah, nothing on the juice. French economy. So not seeing anything too crazy here. DAX is actually pushing down now. Would have liked to see DAX break out. DAX buy below the overnight range? No, you don't want to buy into the overnight range. You want to buy back inside of the overnight range. Big difference. You'll see the win rate is slightly lower trying to buy below the overnight range. Yes, you can get a better entry, but sometimes it'll be a little bit lower trying to buy below the range, because today is mixed bias on DAX, and DAX can end up doing this retest here and then go up. But if you're going to be a buyer here or wherever, yes, it can give you a better entry, but the confirmation might not be enough. And that's just for me, hey? So, you know, that's just for me. I prefer to know when I'm back in the range. Then it's going to be a good one. I'm sorry, I was reading a question at the same time. I missed this trade, but what are your thoughts about this on EU? Let's see if the stop loss was worth it first. It is definitely a great close here, but we need to see if the stop loss was worth it. So it is a nice close. What is that on? EU, right? 30-minute. Yeah, this looks nice. Oh yeah. If you go break of the highest high here, stop loss was 9 pips, target was 18. It was worth it, yes. It was worth it. It was worth it. So yeah, that's definitely one you can journal. You know, on 15 it was at resistance, but the 30 made sense. So as long as you ran 30 stop loss, this also gave you a sort of setup 3. So you could journal that, yeah. That would be a setup 1. But I can, you know, sometimes if you're locked in on the 15, that can throw you off. It can throw you off. Wanted to ask something about my GJ trade yesterday? Sure. I saw you post it, but what would you like to ask? Right, DAX looks like it wants to maybe sell off, but we saw the same shit happen yesterday, man, and it faked out. So I'm going to give it 15 minutes, you know? Sells make sense on DAX if it retests the range. Look, we are mixed bias today on DAX, so sells make sense, but I've just been capitalizing so much on the DAX buys. You can see our trades here. Literally, I have not taken a DAX loss because since basically last month. Reason for that is because I'm sticking to a very strong bias on DAX, and I'm not too interested. I'm not too interested in pullbacks, because for me, pullbacks are just buying opportunities. I bought this pullback yesterday. I bought this pullback on Monday, sorry, right here. So I've just been buying these pullbacks. Yes, if we get a day where we move heavy down like this, could be interesting to try capitalize on sells. But the best sells are going to come break of this structure, not the first one. You need that confirmation. So that's when I'm going to be. And if DAX is going to reverse higher time frame, I have so much space to do so. So much space. So the trade you took on 1 hour, but I can, the initial 15-minute SL is okay since it had 15-minute structure. Yeah, but that was the same as the 1 hours. It was the same as the 1 hour stops. Yesterday, that trade you took was also the 1 hour stops. See? If we draw a line here at the lows and then check on 15-minute, see, it was the 1 hour stops. No, it was 1 hour stops, man. Look, 1 hour time frame. This was the trade you took. Stop loss here. Below the 1 hour candle, which is the 15-minute structure. So it's fine. Probably extend it to here. I ran the second fit. What? Not this 15-minute structure here? Thought you took this one here. Send me, you can see. Maybe I'm confused. But that's the stop I rather ran that one anyways. Yeah, I wish there was not so much of an impulsive move here. Even 5-minute has given no pullbacks to get in on like a 5 thunder, which still would have been very aggressive, but that would probably be my only chance in. Look, we do have a great range above here, so if this shit wants to create a setup 2 right now, I'm all for it. I'm ready. I'm ready to capitalize off that. We can see gold still rejecting off that resistance. See how important that resistance is becoming? So we need to be careful. Gold is looking a little bit slow here with CPI coming, so be careful on gold. GJ, all systems go on GJ, but man, what's that? That's a. I mean, we can't just buy here as well, but I told you not to sell. Would not be a good idea. I hope he's not sending me a bad image of ICT meeting. Yeah, this stop I don't agree with, especially when you're basing it on 1 hour. Yeah, you want to run that stop there. Not this one. This can easily come back, retest here. It's a nice retest zone. So you at least need it below the range. It's not that much of a difference, but it makes a massive difference in probabilities. Especially the time you're taking it, eh? The time you're taking it. You need to give it that breathing room. Please, this gold on screen, what time frame? That was 15-minute time frame, bro. DAX is giving a little bit of a push down. So for sells today, I will accept sells if we see that. If we see that, I will take sells or some sort of structure, because that gives me confidence that I can try trade down to here. But again, capitalizing mostly off the buys here, you know, even if you take these sells here, like let's say today I was only looking for sells, nothing else, my setup would have to be this 5-minute close here. So this would be what I would be in on. Stop loss here is 27 pips, target is 31 pips, so it's running tight, and I am not looking for sells, but that's what you would want to run. So yeah, that's my only way in. So that I would take if I was only looking for sells today, but I'm not, and I don't like these rejections. If I was in sells, these rejections would have me like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with these rejections because I don't trust it with the full higher time frame bullish pressure. Like this probably could have, this can be the liquidity now for this price to flip, you know? This could be again another liquidity grab for price to flip. Bang, okay. Just subscribe. Appreciate subscribing to the channel. Hope you find some good value on the channel here. Definitely check out some of my videos on YouTube. Definitely will help you out. For DAX, yesterday's market open 15-minute likely to do the same. Sweep the sells to buy. It's a potential. It's a potential. We don't know, but it's a potential. Do you adjust your strategy every year? Hell no. This is the biggest mistake you can make. Adapting a few things? Rarely. Like minute. But changing or adjusting my strategy every year? No chance. I never change my strategy. If you mean adjusting, but like if I make any adjustment, they are very minute, because the core of the strategy will always stay the same. Because that's the core of how markets move, right? Ooh, DAX looks like it wants to get back in the range, so this could be the liquidity grab we want. We will see. Shame about again, GJ. Big push. How many setups do you have? I have 3 main setups I stick to. But I would say I have 5 main setups. I use setups 1 and 5, you know, most. I've tried loads of strats and this is the best 100%. Yeah, I paid him to say that. So I'll be sending that to you later. Thank you. And it's all on London session? No, London, Asian session, NY. Like in our group, we have people cooking in NY. This is the public one. You can join that as well. NY, they're cooking. London, we're cooking. So this is Asian session. So some people cooked on those buys we've had on GJ and Asian session just pushed up. So some people cooked on that. NY session, I'm active in NY session as well. So I'm with you guys in NY. Asian, I'm sleeping. But it works in all sessions. My main session is going to be, my main session is London. It's my main session. It's just price action, man. It's nothing that needs to be done at a specific way or, you know. Do you stream NY session? In the group, yep. I do stream it once a week and we have daily live chat every single day. And we also have community streams, so the guys get together, they host, and they trade together. I supervise from chat. Any questions I answer, and any setups I'm looking at, I send in, right? So if I see something I like, I'm going to be like, you know, this is my plan. But my plans are sent before, and then when the plan actually happens, I just kind of say like, yeah, I'm looking at that. That looks good. I just randomly come on this live and man, I learned a lot. Thanks to you, earned 1 subscriber today. Hey man, thank you. Welcome to this live. Hope it can benefit you more, man. We do this every day. We've been doing it for a while. I wonder how many live streams we have right now, guys. I definitely do think we have quite a few. 800 total videos here, but yeah, man, we've been showing up and I'm happy. It's definitely, I feel like I enjoy it, and that's the thing, man. Even Wednesdays, fuck, I'm the boss now. No problem, man. You can double stream, co-stream with me on Wednesdays and Zoom. Current playlist song feels high. All right, so 15 did close below here. What did gold do? Gold is filling that range. Yeah, it's becoming a messy range this on gold, eh? Don't know how much I like it. 1 hour close would look good. 44 pips. Yeah. GJ slowly making its way down, so maybe this can give. Oh wow, 15 actually closed doji here. Hopefully this can pull back and then start to set up for buys. 565 viewers, come on guys, we can do more. Remember, 600 viewers is the goal. It's up to you if you guys get the giveaway or not. It's like 600 is a barrier. Up to you if you guys get the giveaway. Harry, you're a very patient trader. I'm learning a lot from you. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter. It's good to be patient. See, we capitalized on yesterday. We capitalized today. Today, I'm not seeing too much right now. Right this second. Could change in the next 15 minutes. Who knows? Fake Peter. Oh, this is a different Peter. This is not the... This is not, of course, other Peter is not patient trader, man. Other Peter is not patient. Most times full margin, huh? Time to bot viewers. It's compromised because of your campaign for Pip Labs, you know? Sending, how much do people have to send you for Pip Labs? No, what free? You said people had to pay like $3 or something. How's that free? Huh? How is that free? How is an entry price free though? It's a scam, bro. This is like the most obvious scam. Man. Guys, you need to learn from Peter. Calling the feds on him. Shouldn't be selling GJ right now? No, with this bullish pressure, you should be careful selling GJ right now. Peter versus Peter, TS boxing match, loser gets kicked. Poor other Peter, man. Look, first person to put thumbs up. Oh, I thought first person direct thumbs up was gonna be Peter. Yep, I'm ready. Come on. Relax, man. Poor guy. Took stab at gold setup 2 out BE. I think it's the right thing, man. I was looking at that, but for me, it just looks weird, man. You know, the way we have these supports down here. At any time, we can create a higher low, start to continue up. What about DAX sells on the 5? Let's see how DAX... Like I said, I'm not too keen on sells myself, but... Yeah, that would look nice, actually, breaking this low. I wonder. Oof. I wonder, man. That's actually valid. Nice little retest here as well. If this 5 can close a little bit stronger bearish, like down towards these lows, it would make sense for sells. You have a good stop here as well. I should shut my mouth before it absolutely flies. Lots of wicks, don't you think it's just getting liquidity to move up? But now it's created the retest we wanted, right? It's a risk to move up, but for the session, you could get a little retest down to here, you know? You could get a little retest down to here. I think it could definitely be a shot here. 17 points. Let's see how broker, I'll check broker outlook. Says not closing bullish. Because we're not going up for London, right? London is still failing, yeah. I see what you mean on broker. But that retest is what I'm interested. That's what's interesting me right now, is this retest, the way we retest it. You know? Like if you look at 1 minute, the way 1 minute is retested, it has no reason breaking this. I think it could be worth at least half risk aggressive management. Why not? You know? Because technically we are mixed bias. We're not going up just yet. We tried to go up here. We failed. Time is already 12:20. Yesterday we should have faked out by now. So if it crosses this low here, 18 pips are there. You can run your stop loss here, 16 points. It's worth it risk to reward wise. On broker, the wicks lower. Yeah, let's see the stop on broker. Same stop though. Even though the wick looks lower, if you measure it, it's the same stop. If you measure it, it's the same stop. But hopefully this makes up its mind for us and this just gets back in the range bullish and then we don't have to sell, you know? Give it a short break of low. I think, yeah, it would make sense, but now it's looking like it's bouncing here. So I think I might give it a short break of low, but 3 minutes for this candle to close. I need to start to see it flipping here. If this closes back in the range, I'm not taking sells. If it goes, I'll just market execute so I can see how it is. Little 5 minute bearish one, next one back in the range could be a buy for sure, yeah. I wonder if 5 just back in the range will be enough for a buy. What pair is this? This is DAX. As in possible setup soon? Yeah, potential sells on DAX breaking lows would be a setup 1 on the 5 at the retest of the highs, but we're seeing 2 minutes for this candle to close. I want to see if this candle closes bullish like this. I'm not too interested because I'm not too keen anyways going counter higher time frame trend. You know, I'd rather be in a buy position. But price action looking a little bit slow though. We can see it kind of trying to make up its mind. It's like sellers are trying to take control right now, but they can't. Why not put a sell stop? I don't know. I'm just kind of wanting to market execute. I'm actually waiting for this candle to see how it forms here. But yeah, if it flips and breaks the low, I will take a sell here. But if this candle, so this would be my sell order. Sell order will be here, but I'm going to market execute it. But if this candle closes bullish in 1 minute, I'm not taking it. So it kind of needs to flip now. So we'll see if it can flip now. Be a good move if it can flip now. But I don't think it will. But I'm ready to take it if it does. That's what I'm saying. Right? If it happens right now, I'm ready to take it. But if I'm being honest, it's looking like it probably will end up a little bit more bullish than bearish. So I think might as well not gonna take it now with 30 seconds. That was my point. That's why I didn't put the line, because it wasn't look like it's gonna flip, right? Yeah, I closed bullish here, closed bullish, so it's tough when it closed bullish like that. I need the next one closing below. If I was full bearish today, I'd still go break of low, because I would see this candle as respecting. You know, I'd see this one as respecting. But I'm really, I'm stuck on the buys, man. I'm stuck on the buys. GJ finally pulling back. Actually, GJ has a good setup here above the 4 hours. So if we can get a candle closing above the 4 hour, you can fill this wick and continue. If not, setup 2 in the range will be riskier. You want that in a volume time. You want that in a volume time. But this is the pullback you wanted, right? It's my point. Even if you guys took this trade here, yeah, you got 28 pips, but stops was like 50 pips, man. It's not even 50% of the position. It's not that. Just a ranging day. That's some more. That's why there's more than one session, maybe some action NY. Yeah, so far it's ranging. But NY, we have to be careful CPI as well. So I really think if a good move is going to come, it's going to come after the speeches. Bro, can we create some section on Discord where I can send macro analysis? I'll report some good info for you all. No one wants your bullshit, man. Really, no one needs it. That's all. Of course, man. Yeah, we can. We can. DAX is going. Let's see. It's not going, man. Can you relax? Like I said, I have to follow my rules now. I'm not higher time frame bearish on DAX. I'm not the fastest person to sell right now. If I was fully bearish today, I'm taking a sell break of the lows, even if this closed bullish. But I need good information from the charts here. You know, and that will be a 5 minute now closing bearish below, which can happen in 3 minutes. which will also be the 30 like Ammo said. So that would give you good confidence, but I'm not gonna go impulsively. If it drops impulsively now, yeah, that's not in my playbook today. Look at gold. Yeah, we just spoke about gold. I don't like the range gold is forming, right? It's just forming a boring range. Appreciate everyone showing up to stream. A little bit of a slower day, but CPI day, we were very blessed. Monday, Tuesday, back-to-back bangers, so we can't really complain when we get that type of price action. I mean, those two positions are enough. Can go on holiday. Why are so many people dropping gold for another pair? What are they dropping gold for? I don't think gold needs to be dropped. Gold has had great opportunity with all-time high breakouts and stuff like that. What are they dropping it for? I'll be interested to hear that. Would you be online for NY session? Yeah, but I'm going to come before news, right? A little bit before news, and then we're going to see what happens after news. Honestly, I think maybe a move in NY session going to come with after 7 o'clock my time. If DAX closes in the range, is it a buy? It's not crazy, but I feel like DAX will maybe start ranging. I'm not seeing the volume that I'm used to see, you know? Normally you see, like when DAX is awake, she's awake, you know? You'll see that, you'll see. So honestly, I think it's going to be safer today to leave the highs. At least we know we're leaving the range. Otherwise, this could just be a DAX cool down day, which we need. We need a cool down day because that'll give us opportunity for tomorrow. NY session on YouTube, it will be in the exclusive group. I have done before. I have done an NY session on YouTube before, yes. Would you be live on YouTube NY session? No, London session. Live in the group. All right, candle close here, not convincing for me. Buy back in the range, yes, is possible, but I would like to see at least a 5 close back in here. 15-minute would be better as well, but at least a 5, and then you'd break even at that 15-minute level. Gold at the moment is just chopping. Don't do anything with gold. GJ needs to cook some price action for some upside. Like I said, GJ above the 4-hour resistance, 191.544, buys would make sense. Whether that happens now, I'm not sure. We will see. Pullbacks back into the range is good. It's going to make us area for us to trade, and we see how that forms, and that's how we can look to capitalize off that. But right now, what I'm seeing is nothing too much, but keeping safe, preserving yesterday and the day before's profit, that's what we need to do. Really, I think if a GJ gave us a clean close above, we would have had the buys, but closed deep and didn't push too much anyways to give you at least a 1-to-1. Gold is ranging. We kept safe from jumping into any gold bullshit and getting, you know, in drawdown or anything like that. And DAX, we've been speaking about in depth here, literally been just waiting for an opportunity on DAX to present itself, but it's been slowly ranging. So we'll see what ends up happening. And yeah, what do you think about Heiken Ashi candles? They're averages, so it's maybe good to follow while in a trade, but personally I like to see the actual candle. That's how I like to trade. So yeah, I appreciate you all showing up today. It was a pleasure to have all of you on stream. Let's kick it up tomorrow. Show up to stream tomorrow early. Make sure to see the analysis, and let's kill it, guys. Let's get it. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Please don't do anything stupid in NY with all the news. Be careful with that. CPI, wait till after CPI. And yeah, take care all. Leave a subscribe if you haven't, and hopefully catch you on tomorrow's stream. See you guys, and peace. See you soon.